Mobility. Mobility of a material is defined as magnitude of drift velocity. What is magnitude of drift velocity per unit electric field? Okay, once again, mobility is the magnitude of drift velocity per unit electric field. Okay, that is mu means mobility. Mobility is represented by mu. So mu is equal to Vd in magnitude upon E. Now since Vd in magnitude is equal to small e capital E upon m into tau, then mu is equal to small e capital E upon m into capital E into tau. E cancel out, then we get mobility mu is equal to small e tau upon m. Thus the mobility of a material depend on the mass of charge carrier. Okay, the SI unit of mobility is meter square per volt second. Practical unit of mobility is centimeter square per volt second. So the relation between SI unit and practical unit is the SI unit is 10 to the power 4. 10 to the power 4 times greater than practical unit, because meter square is converted into centimeter square, so we get 10 to the power 4. Okay, now the relationship between electric current and mobility. Okay, as we know that I is equal to NEA Vd in magnitude and mu is equal to Vd upon E. Also we get Vd is equal to mu E. Okay, now from this and this we get I is equal to NEA into mu E. So I is equal to mu NEA capital E. This is the relationship between electric current and mobility. Okay. Now the limitations of Ohm's law. As we know about the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Now, although Ohm's law is valid over a large range, once again, Ohm's law is valid over a large range. There are many materials and devices such as electronic devices where the proportionality of V and I does not hold. The deviations in the proportionality of V and I are one or many types. The first is V ceases to be proportional to I. As we know that with the increase in temperature, the resistance of a conductor increases. So at high temperature, V and I are not directly proportional to each other. Ohm's law is only valid when the temperature remains constant, but when temperature increases, then the permanent line deviates from dotted line. Okay, the dotted line represents ohmic behavior, means V proportional to I. So the permanent line deviates from Ohm's law. Okay. The second one is the relationship between V and I depends on sign of V. This is in case of semiconductor silicon. When the voltage is positive, then the graph is like this. When the voltage is negative, then the graph is like this. Okay. Now the third one is the relationship between V and I is not unique. We have different values. We have two or more values for a single value of V. This is in case of gallium arsenide. Okay, you can see from this graph. In all three graphs, V is not directly proportional to I. So Ohm's law is not valid in these cases. Okay. So the limitations of Ohm's law is the temperature remain constant. This is valid for metals. Okay, not for semiconductors and also for compound gallium arsenide. Okay.